Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Lieutenant Colonel Tony M. Mitchell, Commanding Officer, Marine Wing Support Squadron 271, welcome to today's retirement ceremony, where Master Sergeant Styers will retire after 20 years of honorable and faithful service. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the invocation delivered by MWSS 271 Chaplain, Lieutenant J.G. Latoya Smith, and the playing of the national anthem.
Let us pray. Most gracious God, we come today to celebrate the 20 years of honorable and faithful service of Master Sergeant Robert J. Styers. I pray that you would bless and keep his family, his wife Raylan, their children Jordan, Emily, Ava, Robert, Cody, and Quentin as they begin their new journey in you. It's in your holy name I pray. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Welcome to today's retirement ceremony, at which Master Styers will retire with over 20 years of faithful service. Officiating today's ceremony is Chief Officer 3, Christopher L. Jameson.
Ready to be decorated and retired. Center, out!
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Attention to orders. Department of the Navy, this is to certify that the Secretary of the Navy has awarded the Navy and Marine Corps Commendation Medal, Gold Star, in lieu of third award, to Master Sergeant Robert J. Styers, United States Marine Corps. 4, meritorious service while serving as Expeditionary Firefighting and Rescue Staff Non-Commissioned Officer in Charge, Marine Wing Support Squadron 271, Marine Aircraft Group 14, 2nd Marine Aircraft Wing from July 2019 to January 2022. During this period, Master Sergeant Styers' management, ability to handle technical issues, and extensive knowledge of firefighting procedures enabled him to hone his Marines into highly skilled, well-trained professionals. He supervised the management of $5 million of equipment, ensuring the section maintained the highest level of readiness and that all Marines remained safe entering immediately dangerous environments. Additionally, he was a key contributor to the implementation of the new major firefighting apparatus being placed into service. His contributions required numerous trips throughout the fleet as he provided new equipment and program management training to multiple units. His superior performance of duties culminated his 20 years of honorable and dedicated military service. Master Sergeant Styers' initiative, perseverance, and total dedication to duty reflected credit on him and were in keeping with the highest traditions of the Marine Corps and United States Naval Service. Given this 28th day of January 2022, signed, Marlon D. Williams, Colonel, U.S. Marine Corps, Commanding Officer, Marine Aircraft Group 14. Certificate of Appreciation. For service in the Armed Forces of the United States of America, Master Sergeant Robert J. Styers, United States Marine Corps. I extend to you my personal thanks and the sincere appreciation of our grateful nation for your contribution of honorable service to our country. You have helped maintain the security of the nation during a critical time in its history with a devotion to duty and a spirit of sacrifice in keeping with the proud tradition of military service. I trust that in the coming years you will maintain an active interest in the armed forces and the purpose for which you served. Those who follow in your footsteps will draw inspiration from your commitment, dedication, and sacrifices made to ensure the protection of our American freedoms. My best wishes to you for happiness and success in the future. Signed, Joseph R. Biden, Jr., Commander-in-Chief. Dear Master Sergeant Styers, the Marine Corps has been your occupation and family for many years past, and I'm certain the memories, interests, and the future of the Corps will remain with you forever. Many desire to obtain your accomplished goal, but few can compare to you. You have clearly demonstrated the exceptional leadership qualities and professional contributions we seek of our senior Marines. We are proud, as you must be, of your successful career. As a teacher to young Marines, a source of wise counsel, and as an example of those whose soldierly values we so admire, you have made a mark on the Corps that will remain long after you have left our active ranks. There are many young Marines you have influenced who will carry on in the same fine tradition that has always characterized the United States Marine Corps. You have my best wishes for good health and continued success in the years ahead. Semper Fidelis, David H. Berger, General, United States Marine Corps, Commandant of the Marine Corps. The Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps. Dear Master Sergeant Styers, on the occasion of your retirement, I would like to extend my congratulations and heartfelt thanks for the many years of dedicated service and selfless devotion to our country and Corps. You have made tremendous contributions and sacrifices throughout your Marine Corps career. As you prepare to enter this new chapter of your life, you can look back with immense pride and satisfaction on all you have accomplished. You have set an example of professionalism and leave a standard of excellence for all Marines who will carry on the legacy of our Corps. My wife, Stacy, joins me in wishing you continued success in the future. Semper Fidelis, signed Troy E. Black, 19th Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Master Sergeant Styers will now be joined by his wife, Raylyn, daughters, Emily, Ava, and sons, Cody and Quentin. Raylyn and the children will receive a certificate of appreciation. United States Marine Corps. Certificate of Appreciation, presented to Mrs. Raylyn M. Styers, Emily, Ava, Cody, and Quentin Styers, for outstanding service, support, and dedication as a United States Marine Corps spouse, daughter, and son. The responsibilities and requirements of a Marine spouse and family led your job to be described as the toughest billet in the Marine Corps. Throughout years of deployments, household moves, and separation, you have been the steadfast foundation that allowed your family to excel through the many trials and tribulations of military life. While too often unrecognized, your sacrifices and efforts have enabled and sustained your husband's and your family's success. As your service to the Marine Corps comes to an end, let there be no mistake that you share equal credit in all honors and accolades extended to your husband and father on this day. No matter what your future holds, you will always be a Marine family. Best wishes and Semper Fidelis. Given this 28th day of January, 2022, signed, Tony M. Mitchell, Lieutenant Colonel, U.S. Marine Corps, Commanding Officer, Marine Wing Support Squadron, 271. Ladies and gentlemen, today's retiring official, Chief Warrant Officer 3, Christopher L. Jamison.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you all for being here. Sir, Sergeant Major, thank you for being here. Also want to thank the Marines that helped out with this. First Sergeant, Master Sergeant, y'all spent a lot of time doing this and everything. To send Master Sergeant out the right way. First off, I'd like to address the family. Everything the CEO said in the letter of appreciation and everything is absolutely true. Y'all are the rock that allows them to go forward and do everything that needs to be done. Up till last year, I thought we were still paying bills with checks until my wife told me, no, we're not paying bills, we're doing electronic. So there's a lot of stuff that we don't see, because we're off doing our job, doing our mission and everything, and y'all are taking care of the entire family, whether it be, the son taking out the trash, mowing the lawn, doing that kind of stuff, everything, the kids getting sick, you have to deal with that, plus still trying to focus on your own life and your own career, and stuff like that. So really, thank you a lot. I know there's probably been good times, probably bad times, probably even worse times. But as y'all start this new chapter in life, I wish you the best of times, and the best success. So, with that, Matt Sergeant, we hadn't known each other that long. I think we met 2016. He was actually serving as the second law EFR fire chief, which is a pretty good billet for a Marine Sergeant. I think he's the first one to ever fill that billet before. So he's done great things throughout his career. Fire Instructor of the Year, which is kind of a big deal for the entire DoD because a lot of people compete with it. And he got that as a staff sergeant, right? As a staff sergeant. Huge deal. They also did the ground safety officers course. I'm not gonna go there real quiet. Just way tough, right? And he's also a fellow WTI, Weapons and Tactics Instructor, which a lot of mass sergeants in our community don't have that. It's a very difficult course to go through. He had to go twice because they canceled the first one. So then he had to come back and then go back again. And I know that was a struggle. We talked about it a lot. So yeah, awesome career. Done some really good things. We missed each other in Evo County. He was doing the P-19R fielding, traveling all over the country, all over the world, going out and teaching Marines new firefighting apparatus because we've never fielded one since 85, somewhere in there, 80s, replacing the P-19. But he is the subject matter expert for the P-19R. He just gave a class actually to pretty much the entire East Coast for our optimals going. That shows this level of commitment, this level of passion that he has to still want to influence the community, still want to help Marines, and still, be a contributor to this institution. So, one thing I did forget. So I'll give you a little bit of advice my wife gave me. People are going to call him right after he's retired, how it goes. We were getting phone calls all through Christmas, all through, everything else and stuff like that. So, let him answer the phone. They're going to ask him, hey, how's he doing? How's the family? How's retirement life? And it always starts, one quick question, right? And then that's going to be worth it. So let him do it, let him answer the question, and then right after that, just go through and block a number. My wife's already put that out there, everybody already knows, I'm right behind Matt Sergeant retiring. So that's the only good piece of advice I can give you. Back to Matt Sergeant, I don't want to talk too long because I don't know how long he's going to talk, right? And if you don't talk longer than 5 minutes, your call time's going to be words from now on.
I got you.
Just like around here. All right. So yeah, some good things. I wrote some things down. Somebody told Matt Sergeant he had too much passion for the MOS, right? And, going out, fielding the P-19R and doing stuff like that and everything, that's a level of commitment, right? You want to be passionate about what you do. Because if you're passionate about it, you do a really good job. You influence others around you to be passionate about the job as well and to get what needs to be done. So passion, a strong feeling of enthusiasm or excitement for something or about doing something. That's what I want in Marines. I want them to have passion, right? I want them to be excited to come to work, be excited to put on the uniform, be excited to do their job, so I know the Marine that told you that, and I don't agree with it whatsoever. Also, he's helped me out a lot. Y'all notice I was using a cane up here. I had some medical issues. I know you had your medical issues. we've talked about it a bunch of times, so I really appreciate your counsel and guidance and helping me since I've been here. Can't thank you enough. So I'll leave you with this. It's a quote, I don't even know where it came from, Sergeant Robinson posted it, and it didn't really say who it was, but great leaders don't set out to be a leader. They set out to make a difference. It's never about the role, it's always about the goal. So I think you're a great leader. I think you'll continue to be a great leader in whatever endeavor that you plan on doing, and I only wish the best for you as you start this new chapter in your life. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Master Styers.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Second Official Sergeant Major, thank you for attending. Appreciate it. For everybody that actually helped to do the retirement, you put a lot of work in. You guys put a lot of effort into it, and I really, truly appreciate it. I think every day, thank you. Shook your hand. I really do appreciate it. Just taking time that can never be brought back into your life to be here for me for my retirement ceremony. So truly, thank you. Let's see. It's been a road in Marine Corps. So 2002 came in. I was a young man that was looking for a way. Kind of had it the way. It was installed in me by my father. My father was a Marine in Vietnam. He wasn't too happy with me coming in. I thought he was probably going to take me out back and beat me. He got Agent Orange from being in Vietnam. So you can imagine he wasn't very happy. So go to boot camp, 3 months later come back, and when I had that EGA, and I put one in his hand, I just felt that with it. So it's been awesome with that. He told me one goal I should have is to be 4 years in the Marine Corps, he achieved the rank of Staff Sergeant. So I did that. He passed away in 2003. Never got to tell him, like, hey, I did it, thank you for pushing me, and he did. That's why, and the reason I'm here today. My mother, she's not as hard-driven. I didn't catch knife hands from my mom. I did stick my tongue out at her once, and I caught like a 5-pound Dalmatian thing to the face of McDonald's. So yeah, she does have it in her. But that's where I got my passion from, was from her. So I took that, all those, what I had, that drive to succeed in the Marine Corps, and push from what I got from my father to come in. I deployed in 2005, come back as a single father of 3 kids. 3 kids. I had Emily, that was a 1.5 years. Jordan was just about 4, and Robert was 6. So it was pretty rough. That was rough. But the Marine Corps took care of it. The Marine Corps did it. I thought I was going to have to get out, single dad for that long. It was some trying times. But there were leaders and everybody else that seeing that family comes first. And I truly believe with family not coming first, the mission is not going to happen. They took care of me, and I made sure the mission happened. As a sergeant material running a gunny's billet, as a single father, I made it happen. Because the Marine Corps was taking care of family. They were taking care of me. Got lucky enough, met my beautiful wife. Can't thank my mother-in-law, Kay, my father-in-law, for when I asked for her hand in marriage. He said thank you. She walked into 3 extra kids. She already had Cody, which is, he's my son. He's no different. It was a struggle. So I was a sergeant, and we had 4 kids. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it together, so I really am going to miss it. But we made it through. Went to be a schoolhouse instructor. That was awesome. Got to work with civilians. Got to work with different branches. So it was amazing. got the chance to come back to Cherry Point. I was like, oh, this is amazing. Got the in-laws that are here. They've been amazing through it. Got lucky enough to be in charge of the P19R program when I first come. Just like before, I wanted to make sure that mission was getting done. So they made me operators to me for it. I was just a Marine that was there with the most knowledge. But I put forth that effort, that's why I wanted to continue to go with it. So yeah, to my family, thank you. I was gone a lot. I was gone for 6 years, probably 2, 3, 6 months out of the year. So it was rough. WTI with COVID. It was 3 times, sir, not 2.
I forgot you had to go and actually do WTI with the squadron.
Yes.
And then still go back and do WTI with the SEAL.
So yes, there was a lot of Arizona time. Uncle Dwight knows about that. He was right down the road. Wish I would have known. Used a little bit of hugs every once in a while when the course was going down, just laying my head on the table like, oh my gosh, this is rough. But it's here. I wanted to retire with 274. 274 went away. 274 was the first unit that I'd actually come into the fleet with. So the reason I chose it here is 274 erected this building in 1995. So I still got a little bit of that, of what I wanted. Very appreciative to retire from 271, but I would like that 274. So to you guys, the kids, Robert, Jordan, Emily, Cody, Quentin, and David, thank you. Appreciate you. I really do. You guys have helped me through a lot. To you, Raylan, I couldn't have done it without you. You're an amazing woman. When I would get down and the Marines would come in and stuff like that, and I'd talk and this and that, I was like, well, if I was home, my wife would probably make a better Marine than I do, but she told me to get off my ass and get back to work. And she would. She set me back on that path. So, thank you very much.
Styers. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the reading of the retirement orders, followed by the playing of Anchors Away and the Marines hymn. United States Marine Corps, Master Sergeant Robert J. Styers was transferred this date from the U.S. Marine Corps to the Fleet Marine Corps Reserve after 20 years of honorable and faithful active service. 1 May 2022. Signed, David H. Berger, Commandant of the Marine Corps. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the ceremony. Please be seated and remain seated for the presentation of Old Glory and the Watch. It is tradition that upon retirement, Marines are presented with a flag of the United States of America as a symbol of a grateful nation. The flag being presented today to Master Sergeant Styers was raised and lowered here at Cherry Point, North Carolina on 10 January 2022. We will now like to present you with Old Glory.
Forward, march! Detail, halt, about, face.
I am the flag of the United States of America. My name is Old Glory. I fly atop the world's tallest buildings. I stand watch in America's halls of justice. I fly majestically over great institutions of learning. I stand guard with the greatest military power in the world. Look up and see me. I stand for peace, honor, truth, and justice. I stand for freedom. I am confident. I am arrogant. I am proud. When I am flown with my fellow banners, my head is held a little higher, my colors a little truer. I bow to no one. I am recognized all over the world. I am worshipped. I am saluted. I am respected. I am revered. I am loved, and I am feared. For more than 200 years, I have fought in every battle of every war. Gettysburg, Shiloh, Appomattox, San Juan Hill, the trenches of France, the Argonne Forest, Anzio, Rome, the beaches of Normandy, the heat of the Persian Gulf, and a score of other places long forgotten by all. But for those who were there with me, I was there. I led my Marines. I followed them. I watched over them. They loved me. I was on a small hill on Iwo Jima. I was dirty, battle-torn, and tired. But my Marines cheered me. I was proud. I have been soiled, burned, torn, and trampled on the streets of countries that I have helped to set free. It does not hurt, for I am invincible. I have been soiled, burned, torn, and trampled on the streets of my own country. And when it is done by those whom I have served with in battle, it hurts. But I shall overcome, for I am strong. I have slipped the surely bonds of earth, and from my vantage point on the moon, I stand watch over the new frontiers of space. I have been the silent witness to all of America's finest hours. But my finest hour comes when I am torn into strips to be used as bandages for my wounded comrades on the field of battle. When I fly half-mast to honor my Marines, and when I lie in the trembling arms of a grieving mother at the graveside of her fallen son or daughter. I am proud. My name is Old Glory. Long may I wave. Dear God, long may I wave.
Forward, march.
Ladies and gentlemen, the watch.
For 20 years, this Marine has stood the watch. While some of us were in our bunks at night, this Marine stood the watch. While some of us were in school, learning our trades, this Marine stood the watch. Yes, even before some of us were born into this world, this Marine stood the watch. In those years, when the storm clouds of war were seen brewing on the horizon of history, this Marine stood the watch. Many times, he would cast an eye ashore, see his family standing there, needing his guidance and help, needing that hand to hold during those hard times. He still stood the watch. He stood the watch for 20 years. He stood the watch so that we, our families, and our fellow countrymen could sleep soundly in safety each and every night, knowing that this Marine stood the watch. Today, we are here to say, Master Sergeant, the watch stands relieved. Relieved by those you have trained, guided, and led. Master Sergeant, today, you stand relieved. We have the watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the presentation of Old Glory and the watch. On behalf of Master Sergeant Styers and his family, thank you for attending today's retirement ceremony. Please join Master Sergeant Styers and his family for a reception at his residence. Please remain seated for a few minutes as we present the retiree with his gift.
Morning.
Morning.
Master Sergeant. I made this plaque for you, this shadow box. I'll read what it says on the placard. Master Sergeant Robert J. Styers, inserted April 8, 2002, extracted April 30th, 2022. For 20 years and 22 days, you have dedicated your life to the Marine Corps and to crash fire rescue. From the day you stepped on the yellow footprints to the day of retirement, you have spent 7,327 days in a Marine Corps uniform, serving your country with honor, dignity, and pride. You have helped develop a new firefighting apparatus. Missed it. Where'd it go? Oh, there we go. Firefighting apparatus that will be here for many years to come. You have educated new Marines on how to become a firefighter while instructing them at Goodfellow. Throughout your time in our Corps, you have led, guided, and mentored Marines under your charge while always ensuring their well-being was first at hand.
We are all very lucky to have had the chance to serve with you. We are all grateful. Unfortunately, your time in the Marine Corps has come to an end, and we all wish you well because honestly, your body is falling apart. All jokes aside, Master Sergeant, you have made an impact on all of us, and we want nothing but the best for you and your family. Marine, you stand relieved. We have to watch.
Thank you, Marines. I appreciate it. This is amazing. Sir, one thing I forgot. Thank you very much. It was an honor to be my retiring officer. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure knowing you. I'm sure I'm going to know you for a long, long time. And good times come, good stories, a few beers.
I won't call you about work then,
It's fine, sir. For you, I'll make an exception.
because my wife will block you.
Everyone's more than welcome to come to Houses 438 Tanya Court. We have adult beverages, we have non-adult beverages, we have some food, stuff like that. You're more than welcome. So again, thank you, Gunny Hat, folks. I appreciate it. Let me give you this one. Yeah, we'll give you Dad. So we'll just, yeah, we'll do that. There we go. It's awkward. Man. Yeah, it is awkward.
Yeah, please do.